Hello everybody, I'm just going to I'm running 2 seconds late, I'm going to grab my cup of tea and I'll be right back with you. I'm going to leave the screen up, give me 2 ticks and I'll be right back. Yeah, 2:15. Sorry about that, folks. No microwave tea, son. No vehicle. That's the good lady's doing something in the microwave. She's defrosting something. I haven't got a clue.
Heat pad from the back.
Heat pad for her back. Her back's hurting. There you are, see. There we go. Right, hello. Didn't realise the time. The clock's wrong in the kitchen. Not Yorkshire tea, son. Thompson's. Right, let's go. Good steak dinner. Hello, Tony. Hello. Hello. You can't make this shit up, can you? What am I doing? Where am I? There we go. Scooby-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, all over the shop. There we go. Andy, hello. Steve, hello. Jed, Gerard, Imri, AJ Silver, Robbie, John, Johnny P, Rose. That's why I'm late. Fanning around with that. I was trying to put some AI on Telegram. Anish, hello. Richard, Ian, Ken, Ian, Tom, Sam, hello. Gaz, hello. Lee, you good steak dinner, hello. Everybody talking about tea, fuck off. Stu, hello. Barry Bez, if I'm able to check the prices later no, they are based at 7. They are the whole thing's based on 7 a.m. You can check the prices. You can get up in the morning. There's only about 20 games there. Quickly write them down, or get some automation to do it. Right, hello, there we go. Can't help it, people. Right, shut up. Just let me be. I'm all over the shop now. That's completely flustered me. Kitchen clock said 10 past. I thought I'd make myself a nice cup of tea, and it was 2:15. Right, where are we? Let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Has the League One game finished? Where's the old League One boys? Where are they? Let's be having you. Blackburn 1, Lincoln 0, Cardiff 2. Spurs will be playing Lincoln next year. We'll have to wait. He'll come in a minute. He'll be all cock a hoop. Right, there is. Oh no, it's a bit late. I was going to say there's a bit of value in a late goal. It was still actually 35 minutes. There's a bit of late goal value there in a first half goal at Corona Chiolci. I think over 2.5 was backed in that game as well. From what I looked at earlier. Yeah, there you go. 1.80, 1.72. There you go. Corona Corona Kielce. You don't get this. You don't get this anywhere else. No, I'm wearing the mic. See, I'm wearing the mic on me lapel. Here we go. Look, fucking, what am I doing? And I was at the kettle, but the good lady, she's having her other hip done. It's going up her back, so she was heating a heat pad. Old people. Right, there we go. What do we want to do today? Fuck knows. Bit of value in Poland. Let's hope we get a goal. Right, let me get all my other screens set up now. What a dither. You don't get this anywhere else, see? All about authenticity. None of that sitting with fake scripts and bollocks. Made stuff. Absolute fucking shambles here. This little late one up. Yeah. Yeah, why would you want to be all exactly, Sam? Why would you want to be organised when you can have more fun like this? I'm just laying that late goal in Poland. Da, 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 da. Right. Right, now we're off and running. Right, we're up. The show is on. Lee, sort yourself out, son. What the hell is that icon you've got there? You can get rid of that, or you won't be coming on. The quad is still on, and you could still end up with nothing as well, which would be, just think how great it's going to be. Just think how entertaining it may be. I mean, to be fair, if they keep giving you opponents like Mansfield, the old thing's a carve up in it. Let's be honest, let's just asterisk it all out. The value on Basak here is wild. It is, you just got to understand your strike rates. You've got to understand your strike rates. Right. That's properly thrown me. I'm going to have a sip of this lovely cup of Thompson's tea and just settle myself down before the 2:30 kickoffs. Right, here we go. Now we're off and running. Let me just check these markets that are up here. Right, they're all coming to an end, and there's no value in any of them at all. Right, let's just do a little bit of custom export. See what's shortening up in the Bundesliga, Freiburg and Leipzig. Let's do a quick import. Goal at Osasuna. See what happens there. When that was an odds on though, so we won't be doing that. No. So it is only that Poland game there for the minute. Right, let's get my sheets up now. Next one. Quality. Absolute quality. Right, so I'm going to just get the trading list out as well. That is where's the trading app there? Trading shortlist. Oh, let's get today's games up. Ba-da-ba-bam-bam. What time is it? It's not 2:15, I know that. 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30 kickoffs. 100%. Okay, so we have got, this is going to be incredible because I think either of these have shortened up. Hold on a minute. Heidenheim, Heidenheim drifted, Mainz drifted, Wolfsburg drifted. Okay, so the only game there is Leipzig. Okay, so I'm just going to, let me just stop that share a minute. Let me just share this one. Okay, so this is, for those of you on the in-play tool, you get a trading shortlist on screen. I'll bring that up in a minute and show people who haven't seen it. Basically, I export that in Excel. The only game in the 2 o'clock kickoffs, this is all based on either the home team moving in or the over 2.5 price moving in. The only 2:30 kickoff where the over 2.5 price has moved in is Leipzig versus Augsburg, recommended for 2 methods over 1.5. So that is if that is 0-0 on 20 minutes. Then we would drip in over 1.5 goals, and then second half goals. If there hasn't been a second half goal by the 70th minute, then we back a second half goal, and over 2.5 has dripped in. So it all depends on what happens in that game from there. Leipzig red home for me. And then we will look through these 3 o'clocks when we get to 2:55. So we'll just keep an eye on Leipzig in the first 20 minutes. We'll see if any other value comes up on the in-play tool. So that is there. So that basically is replicated on screen for users there. So you've got all the strategies there. I've shown this before, but if anybody hasn't seen it, and then this goes up every morning, a recommended trade list across those strategies. And without doubt, 100% confidence games are the ones to focus on. If you are using it, I recommend you just stick to 1 or 2, something like over 1.5 and second half goals, or first half goals and second half goals, or over 2.5 and second half goals. Don't try and do everything. Right. And breathe. We're there. Lovely. Right. The old Polish aren't playing ball, it seems. There's a little bit of time to go. Right, cup of tea. Ask any questions. We're all in. Now, the confidence is based on all the historical performance for that setup. So basically, every 4 Basekshir have scored. There you go. There was a lot of value on Basekshir here. So basically, every 4 weeks, I feed in all the data from FTS Data Advanced, everything, the full sheet, all the goal times, everything, and it analyses that data, goes right into the depths of goal times, and then it comes back with that. Looks like we might have had a goal in Corona as well. Just think my little bed angel has just fired up a little winner. Nice. Don't know whether anybody got on that. I just got a little 81 nicker for £172 profit. Nice to pick up a nice little 172 nicker while running around trying to make a cup of tea. Beautiful. See? Day's wages. You got a day's wages out of it. See? Got to make your tea and get back in time to get the second up to get the goal. Beautiful. Right, where are we? We know what that calls for, don't we? I'm back in the groove now. We're back. There we go. What run are we on now, Gerd, for your one and dones? Are we up to, like, you should be on about 82 not out now, are you? Yeah, lovely little start to the afternoon. There we go. Is what the best way back into it. The best way back into it, this kitty here is going to change everybody's life. We've got, I mean, it's awesome as it is, and we're only going to improve it and build it out and incorporate AI into it, get alerts, hopefully. and it's phenomenal. People using it, I think, love it. I mean, don't take my word for it. There's people in here using it. They can say whether they like it or not. I think they do. We're not able to scale out to. I wish still going at 17 now. Good boy. So Jerd is back in single goals. He's on a run of 17 straight winners off the in-play tool. There you are. Yeah. So this. You know, we're in a very. I've said this. A lot of people sort of think, "Oh, you change what you do." We are in a massive, fast-moving world. Things are going to get unrecognisable over the next 18 months, 2 years in a lot of fields. This won't be any different, and I've kind of been fairly forward-thinking with it. I got involved with AI fairly swiftly when it came out. I started getting it to analyse our data. I've done hours and hours and hours of work, giving it thousands and thousands of gigabytes, terabytes of data. Only going to give it more. Got some good processes set, and yeah, I think we're in a really good place. Like all these things, takes a bit of time to implement and be able to share some of it. You've got to test it all your end before you just bin it out. But what we will build into this over time, and the way AI can help with things, the way Rose can help with things. Well, I installed Rose in the in-play room tonight to talk to you. You thought she was a real person, didn't you, Ken? You thought Rose was a real person having a chat with you. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So yes, if you're working your way back in, Paul, I went a long-winded roundabout way there to the answer. Very much so. I think we're going to very much find ourselves in a world of AI analysis for set and forget bets and AI interaction for trading. This basically has 4 algorithms running behind it all the time, 24/7, across the 28 leagues. We collect the goal, we collect the price every second from Betfair now. We've got 5 terabytes of that data. 5 terabytes, big, isn't it? How big's a terabyte? And that all gets fed into this. And then you spot little things like Basak Shear, spotted by Sam and Corona Kielchi, just popped up there. See, just think, if I'd had my cup of tea ready, and we might have missed that, because I might have introed another way. It's the fact I had to run in, get that up, disappear. Just spotted that at the last minute. It's a cracking cup of tea as well. Right, so German games kicking off. Leipzig was the one that we were talking about. Suspended. I imagine that's the first half. Ended in Portugal, in Poland. So we'll keep an eye on that. So for those of you who haven't watched this before, things that I tend to look for are where the over 2.5 has been backed in. For a single goal markets, I like it to be over 2.5 to be odds on. People do play all of them. That's personally, people have their own personal settings. And then I like to back in games where the over 2.5 may not be odds on, but there's great value around the 1.5s. I like doing those. I like doing 2 ahead at half time. And I like doing, if there's some good value at short prices, I like putting them in doubles. So by doing that, I mean I back one at 1.4x, and then if it wins, I take the stake and the winnings from that and put them on another one at 1.4x, and then you tend to get about even money for your double. Goal at Estek Troy. So Leipzig's a game we're looking for 20 minutes. And as I say, every week it just becomes No, you don't have to. Funnily enough, I've actually, so Sam's asked me if I have to retrain. Obviously, AI, as it goes, it launches new models. And Sam's asked me a question. If you, like, let's say you build something on Opus 4.5 and then it upgrades to Opus 4.6, or you might build it in Sonnet. These are Claude models. And you might want to then look at it with something else. No, you don't have to retrain it. I do have an AI course, hopefully coming. I've been working on it, hopefully by the end of this month. Busy week this week. Hopefully then it'll be a bit quieter. So, yeah, no, you don't have to retrain it. You can just swap models. The best way to do stuff is in projects. Is the best way to do stuff. You put it in projects and then save the files to the project. It's the easiest way to do it. But as I say, I've got bits and bobs. Afternoon, Dean. Did you lot beat Mansfield? I saw it went 1-1, but I'm assuming that was just a temporary blip. I don't have any interest in the FA Cup, so I don't have any interest in anything, to be fair. Competing on all four fronts. That's what Spurs said in the summer. I'm not sure what four fronts they were looking at. This here he is. I'll get in the keyboard. Where, hey, don't come in here giving it good afternoon, any football today. Get in. The show starts at 2:15. If you can't be here for 2:15, then it's a yellow card. Come in just because your team's got a bit lucky. You'll be playing us next year, Martin. I'm just checking. Yeah, Furby did move in 1.95 to 1.81. So what I do, I export those, you see, and then I can import them over here, and we get the games where are ticked now, where the odds moved in, and we can keep an eye on them. So there might be some value at Freiburg in a bit. The only thing I don't like about that game here is it's a low XG. I tend to like over 2 XG, basically saying that our model predicts more than 2 goals a game. Freiburg Leverkusen is only 1.66. So for my sort of trading, I'm not a massive fan, but it does look like there'll be some value. And all that, to be fair, all that is factored into the calculation. It's not, that's just me, and we've not had this long that I've built up a load of data to say that's correct. So I couldn't say to anybody, oh, don't play that value. We'll build up data over time for all this stuff. 9 minutes, 9 minutes stoppage time. I don't care, Mark. I don't care, Mark. I don't want your excuses, son. You're 2-0 up. The FTS show's started. Turn your telly off. Get yourself in the chair and get ready for action. We're here for business. I've been asking Claude to remove my strategy weekly. I think that's just not enough games, Johnny. You've got to bear in mind, teams in effect, you're giving teams one game, aren't you? That's it. So try and get into a sort of, I think even if you ask Claude itself, I mean, I've got different process times that I do different things, but I give, for pretty much everything I do, I give it all the data at the end of the month. A lot of the time it doesn't change anything. Like I've got 3-month review periods and things built in. And all this will become clear over time, which one's the best. But I don't think, giving it a weekly is really necessary. I think the one thing that's really clear, and I had this conversation with an FTS member in the week, that the old, without a doubt, the old guard of building a system in July and sticking with it to the end of the season, bar a sort of Christmas period and then really only change disaster, is probably on the way out. And I don't say that because, that's the wrong way to do it. To manually check your data and systems through the season and do a proper job of it, you just can't do it. It's almost impossible. That's why I use the downtimes to do it. Now you can do it because you can put it in and go, here's another 5,000 games that have been played in the last 2 months. Add them into what we do, what's falling off, what's looking good, and you can do all that. So it's I've hugely changed what I do in the last 12 months, hugely, massively. It's almost unrecognisable from how I've operated in the past, and that is just to move with these times that we're in. Who knows where it all ends up? All right, so Leipzig 10 minutes 0-0. There is value in that Freiburg game at Freiburg Leverkusen. There's no value in the top 3 games, they're all done. And there isn't value in second half goals at Poland at the minute, but we'll see how that pans out. We will have in 10 minutes or so the 3 o'clock kickoffs joining the game. So do you want to come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Martin, next season to watch Tottenham v Lincoln? Who'd have ever thought that was happening? As I've just done that, my boys just text me, is Harry Redknapp not in yet? What a shambles Tottenham Hotspur Football Club are. I know all you gooners laughing, chuckling away. Dean Lee, all chuckling. You do. Oh, you do. You can get yourself out of the chair for that to come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, can you? Nice. Okay, son. I'll get you a ticket. Come and be my guest. Southgate, here we go. Sort yourself out, man. Who's the is it the bloke on Twitter that goes, yeah, shut up, Dean. Who's the bloke on Twitter that goes, here we go? Who is that who does that? It's one of those transfer people who does that. That's what he uses, isn't it? Here we go. Wait. Yeah, it is. And right. Is he the guy that's just been, they've just done a light expose on? I haven't read it yet, but somebody told me about it yesterday. Is it him? I thought he's a bit of a, I don't know what the expose is about, but it's the guy who's done a load of work on Man City, Sporting Intel, is it Nick Harris? And he's done a load of work on the Man City case, and I think he's done something this week on, I thought it was him, I thought it was that guy, on Ray Romano, Ice Age. You're going to buy a season ticket next year, even when relegated. Well, while we're just waiting, fucking hell, look at you lot. You lot don't hold up. Look at this one. Look at this. Flipping heck. So Ray has asked, am I going to buy a season ticket next year, even when relegated? You will like this, because this is kind of how the life of being a Tottenham Hotspur fan. While we wait for the 3 o'clock kickoffs, the day before the North London derby, which was absolutely nailed on, we were going to get beat. The day before the North London derby, so when was that? 3 weeks ago now. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club had the audacity to send out the season ticket renewals. So I got an email. I think the North London derby was on the Sunday, on the 22nd. So on the 21st, I got an email from Tottenham Hotspur asking me to renew 4 season tickets. Good news. We're on a price freeze. We're not going to put your prices up. We're going to leave the prices as they are. And I'm sure most clubs are the same, but Tottenham, they rate the fixtures. So A fixtures are like Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool. And this season, Newcastle was an A fixture for the first time. So you have A, B, C, like the Burnley would be C, Palace, and that would be B. And they put, good news, we're not putting the prices up. And Newcastle next season will be a B fixture. So this is the day before the London derby, when we've got next to no points. We haven't won for about 3 months, and we know we're going to get battered tomorrow. That arrives in your box going as if they're doing you a favour. And I'm just thinking, we're not even going to be playing fucking Newcastle. We're going to be playing Lincoln City, and we're going to be playing West Brom and Birmingham. We're not going to be playing Newcastle. What are you on about? And I can't honestly believe they had the gall to send it out. And then what apparently they're going to do if we do go down is still charge the same money. I mean, my season tickets are about 1,800 quid each now. Still charge the same money, but we're getting 23 games for the price of 19. The average season ticket price in the Championship's 450 quid. So in answer to your question, Ray, I will probably tell them to go and do one, I think. And then we drew Atletico Madrid on the Friday in the Champions League. Didn't even know what day it was playing. I didn't even, like, they just did the draw and then they were going to sort the fixtures out the following week. Didn't even know what day. They drew it on the Friday. 9 o'clock, my phone goes. They've taken money out of my bank for that game. 100 odd quid a game, a ticket. Absolute filth of a football club. Do not know how to act. Do not know how to behave. I'm with you, Sam. If one of those Iranian drones can go astray and take it down, just turn it into housing. Right, let's get into this. Leipzig is coming up 15 minutes, no value. Still value at 5, not much though. The value dropping off at Freiburg, now no value. We just need to let the 3 o'clock games come along, really. Barry Best, don't mock Tudor. Don't mock Tudor. Good guy, that Nick Harris. Yeah, I read a lot of his Man City stuff and was really good. That's why I'd had a conversation about his Man City stuff with somebody a while back, and that's who sent me that he'd done this thing on Fabrizio. But I'll have a look at that when I get time. If we go up, you're not going to not go up here. You can't. It's almost impossible for you not to come up now, isn't it? Particularly now you've beaten them. If we go up, you can come to Sincil Bank. Let's have a quick look at League One up here. Need to perhaps get the league tables on this side. If we go up, listen to yourselves. I wonder if Mark Manfield will come in later. You've got 74 points in first place in the league. At Bolton are third. They're 13 points behind. So it's not if we come up, it's when you come up, isn't it? Flipping dearie me, man. Here I am flipping wrestling with relegation and you're worried about a 13-point lead. Get yourself sorted out. They'll have to close the top tier at Spurs. That's what they'll do. They'll just have to have the bottom tiers open. But there will be absolute carnage if they try and stick to those prices. But arrogance, they just didn't think they were going to go down. Didn't buy any players. Just, oh no, we'll be good enough because we're Tottenham Hotspur. We are shite. Would you bring an Harry, Robbie, Jermaine, or Sherwood to give us a chance? Honestly, don't know, Barry. I'm absolutely exasperated. I wouldn't have a clue what to do now. I don't think the guy they've gone for is the right choice. Redknapp hasn't managed for 10 years. Why would people like Robbie Keane give up Ferran Varos? I mean, if you keep us up, you'd be an absolute hero. Of course you would. But the negative of being the one who took us down would be career-ending, wouldn't it? So, yeah, honestly have no idea. I do not think there's any, genuinely, and I'm not just saying, I've said it in the sport, I do not think there's any chance that Tottenham do not go down. I think we're absolute certainties. We cannot win a game of football. And we look absolutely clueless. Go and watch that. We're 1-0 up. We're 1-0 up after 35 minutes on whatever night it was, Thursday. 1-0 up, and we go in with 10 men and 3-1 down. We are an absolute shower of shite. And it's just years and years of mismanagement. And yes, of course you're all going to laugh at us, and rightly so. If it was happening to Arsenal, I'd be chuckling away. We are absolutely garbage, but I'm not deluded. I've said it for years. We're fucking shite. It's just incomprehensible that we pay some of the highest prices in the world to watch garbage. I think they are. Yeah, I mean, I put them up. I said in the sports show Series 2, we were 9-2 at the time. I said back them at 9-2. You'll definitely trade lower. You look at our next 3 fixtures. We got Atletico Madrid twice and Liverpool away. We're not going to win a game there. We're not going to get anything out of any of those three. And it's not just losing them; it's the confidence in the team. It's just every defeat that goes by, it's just sapping them of. They just look like they don't even know how to play football anymore. So I just do not. I don't know who could come in and pick them up and get them to play football, because it's just the biggest cock up of all this season was just keeping Frank for far too long. We should have just got rid of him before Christmas. We had a run of fixtures that were winnable: Burnley, West Ham, Brentford, Sunderland. All would have been winnable. We went through all those games and didn't win one of them, and that's kind of why we've ended up where we are. We're shit. Anyway, people don't like hearing I had a complaint about me talking about Tottenham too much, so an official complaint. So I have to talk about something else. Let's talk about Wolfsburg Hamburg being suspended. Is Leipzig only 1.5 over? That can't be right. Leipzig over 1.5 is 106. So 117. I'm going to say it can't be. Germany. Possible penalty at over 1.5. Yeah. So on this trading shortlist, here, sorry, I think I've done my way around. So we are, let's just do the 100%, doesn't it? We know where we are. So this Leipzig Augsburg game is a 1.5. Now, just for those of you using that, over 2 for me, Sam, on that. On this here, question that's being asked. This goes up in the morning. This is based on the advanced database, so it's independent of the in-play tool. These are just games that you can trade, and we're in the process now of, right, okay, so that says over 1.5 after 20 minutes. According to the sheet, according to this system, that is a trade. So then you need to ask yourself several questions. This game is only 1.2 after 20 minutes. Do you want to go into that price? Me, not personally. I don't play that low. I sort of like 1.35 upwards as my kind of minimum entry. But also alongside that, then when we go back to the in-play tool for that game, it's suspended at the moment. It's not. It was red. There was not value. So they are independent, but what I'm trying to do is collate, right, what happens when those games aren't value and when they are value. And obviously it's going to take a while to build that data up. And again, this is things like AI will be able to help us with over time. So that we can actually go, yeah, the shortlist is great, but the shortlist, when it's value, is where you want to focus, or actually the value doesn't matter. The shortlist is great on its own. So we'll build that data up over time. So I mean, in the in-play room, Sam, I think there's a PDF where I've put all this sort of stuff. But so I prefer personally XG greater than 2. Obviously, we want our model to predict goals. I like odds on over 2.5 to move in for either a single first half goal or a single second half goal. My favourite single bet of all is when it goes 1-0 early, is backing over 1.5 first half goals. Had absolutely tremendous strike rate with those. If I'm playing 2 goals, so like over 1.5 in 20 minutes when it's value, I'm not too fussed about the over 2.5 price, because in effect we only need 1 goal to act on it. So I don't mind getting in games there like that. Osasuna Mallorca game was a great opportunity earlier. I don't know if anybody who's got this was on it. That was a great opportunity earlier. It was a really decent price, over 1.5 after 20 minutes. So that was a really good game to drip in over 1.5, and then when the goal goes in, take your liability off. That was before we came on air. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, I love doing these. I love you guys coming on, but it is predominantly going to be working with this now. It's not like I'm going to be coming on every week showing you stuff new. This is what, this is getting into a rhythm of just doing this, sitting here waiting for the opportunities. So if you think you're going to be tuning in to see revolutionary new stuff. There is only certain stuff that works in this game. This works. It's absolutely spot on. Somebody texted me this morning or emailed. They've won 17 points using this in the last 3-4 weeks. And using it sparingly. They said they haven't been able, they're going to give it more time. They haven't been able to give it time. And that's the sacrifice that, a lot of people who we work with or do this, and I'm not having a go at anybody. We've all got different lives and things, but they want to do it as simply as possible and don't have time. And that's perfectly fair. It's that sort of time versus reward management that you've got to look out for what suits you. I do think this game in general, trying to do it with zero effort, you'll be very unlikely to succeed. But that's kind of what certainly some people. I'm wishing I hadn't put those 1.5s in the newsletter. They caused me all sorts of grief. I only did the results up this week. Thought I'd have a look. Oh yeah, but we can't check the 7 o'clock prices. Yes, you can. If you want to get out of bed, you can. Set your alarm. Get up. I had 10 years of doing everything manually. Used to get up at 4 in the morning. Right, we are getting into, we've got the 3 o'clock prices now. Let's go and have a quick scat there. Custom export. Let's remove the filters just so we can see them. Right, I'm just going to, on my other screen, get the lists up. I think he's only suspended for one, Imre, because it wasn't deemed violent conduct. So I believe it's only one. So we get Romero back, lose Van der Ven, but Romero is on 5 yellows. If Romero gets another yellow, he's suspended again. And he will get another yellow, probably within the first 10 minutes of coming back, just because they pick on him. Right, so Barnsley is a first half goal. Did over 2.5 get backed in at Barnsley? Yes. I'm just going to mark these on my sheet so that we've got them, and then I can come back. Bristol City is a first half goal. Did over 2.5 get backed in? No, delete that. Ipswich is a home gains. Is Ian in the house? Not me, the other Ian. Ipswich is home gains. Did they get back today? No, drifted against Leicester, so that's out. OH Leuven, did that get backed in? No, not a lot to see. Not a lot of. Plymouth, is Carl in the house? Plymouth, that did get backed in. No, he's on 5 yellows. He's on 5. If he gets one more yellow, he gets a 6 card, the totting up suspension. He's only 1 game off it, 1 yellow off it, and he'll get it as soon as he comes back. I'll guarantee you that Romero gets a yellow in his first game back and gets suspended again. And we have missed him. I know people think we have missed him. Right, so out of those 3 o'clock kickoffs, the 2 games which are both first half goal games. So again, I can go pop back here. Let's just do, well, I can show you. Look, so the first half goal is back over 0.5 first half goals, 5-minute pre-kickoff check, back over 2.5 must have shortened. If still 0-0 at 20 minutes, drip back a first half goal. And of the 100 percenters at 3 o'clock, the 2 games that have qualified are Barnsley and Plymouth. So those 2 games, if they are 0-0 on 20 minutes, we will be looking at first half goal. I will be making a note just subconsciously of whether they are value or not. Right, export, import. So the German game, this game was the one, Leipzig was over 1.5 dripping in from 20 minutes. What I will do there, if it is 0-0 at half time, I will drip over 1.5 in the second half. That game I wasn't interested in because of the XG. Poland has gone 2-1 very quickly in the second half. Haven't got the second goal time yet, so that all of a sudden has evaporated as an opportunity. So we just need to wait for the 3 o'clock kickoffs to feed in now. We will. So I'm annoyed I finished that tea. It was such a lovely little cuppa. don't know what's happened at Wolfsburg. Expect Damo, our resident Jeff Stelling, can tell us. They can always turn off Damo. Don't forget. While we're waiting for games, I've got to keep getting told off for this. Like and subscribe. Still don't really know what it does, but Kerry always says to me, you haven't said like and subscribe. Don't need that one. Get in the bin. She moves to Australia this week. She's meant to be flying via Doha. Not sure that'll be happening. But, yeah, go and carry the family off to move to Australia. Those of you in the FTS Sports Group, we've got a little Cheltenham preview Monday night, me and Andy. I will try and put my Cheltenham bets on the blog, but I've got a busy week. I'm just not sure whether I'll be able to do it. Is anyone going to Cheltenham this week? Anybody going? Let us know in the chat if you're going. Give us a... Oh, that goal's been chalked off at Corona. Let's see what happens there now. See if that settles down for a late goal opportunity. Right, English games are feeding in now, so we can start to see them. We can get rid of that one. We don't need the 2-2 at Osasuna. And what I can do is I will just filter on the games that I've ticked. So in effect, they are all the games where over 2.5 has moved in. Based on your experience with the tool so far, what things do you see for its development? I see when we've got more data, AI analysis of exactly where to focus, and then things like alert systems to be able to send, so you can in effect be out doing your thing. And let's say you want to do XG over 3 when you've got over 1.5 is X price and the sample size is X and the value is X, and it just sends you an alert saying that that game's hit that mark. That's the sort of thing that I'll see in time. Now the big AI side will be with the analysis, but then there's not much more we can add to it. It's a really, I know I'm going to be biased. It's an absolutely fabulous tool. We on RB first half goal? No. Leipzig, I imagine you'll talk about. No, I'm not on RB first half goal. It was an over 1.5 game, but on 20 minutes it was like 1.2, and you'd have had 3 drips in now. We got Freiburg. There was value there earlier, goal there, but I didn't like the XG there. So the two games that are on the saying that. Looks like what will happen with the Plymouth game. Odds movement. Hold on a second, I just want to check Plymouth. Open. Oh, right, yes. I know why that did that. It was me. So the 2 games were over 2.5 moved in for a first half goal in a bit are Barnsley and Plymouth. Again, they are off the sheet, so I'm conscious I'm confusing people because these aren't green at the minute. But they're in as if you joined late at the start, I tried to explain that the 2 independent things, the AI shortlist that it creates for trading, what goes on this section, is not linked to this, what happens here. But eventually they will be, because we'll have the data to back it up, but they're not at the moment. But it looks like we'll be getting some first half value, like Burton Stevenage, XG 3.6. But these are the games I love. Good value here and here. So this is a sort of game, 15 minutes, I'd be dripping over 1.5 and then look to cover the 0.5. Just let the games go 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, Blackpool straight off to that was a newsletter. Did you know Wigan to win, wasn't it? can't remember what the other one was. There was two. It came out with two first. That's all AI generated now. Did you know in the newsletter? Amazing. That is brilliant procedure. I can't remember what they gave. It came for two first, two League One games, didn't it? Wigan was one, because I remember looking at it myself, thinking, flipping heck, if Mark sees that, he'll be chuckling. Who was it? Wigan and Stevenage. Reading taking an early lead. So let me just look at that Luton Reading here. Luton Reading, right? Odds on over 2.5. It's moved in. So where I'm shaking my mouse there, so that got backed in this morning. These are my favourite trades here. That goes 1-0 early, and then if we get up here and this gets to like 1.8 and above, and there's still value. So in a sort of another 10-15 minutes time, if it stays 1-0 and that is still value, they are my absolute favourites. On 1-1 at Leverkusen, the 1.66 XG being made a mockery of. Low number that. Freiburg's must have been low. Mind you, Germany's been pissed, but last week was ridiculous, wasn't it? Pretty much all 0-0 when we got Bolton, Wickham. So it's Barnsley and Plymouth are the two games for us from the trading short list, and then we'll just be checking other things for value opportunities. This one is looking lovely. Burton Stevenage and Luton, if this stays value and we get, I like a sample size over 20, it's only 17, but it's been an early goal. As we get up to near 15-20 minutes, that sample size will grow. It's all based on the score. Obviously not that many games are 1-0 in that XG bracket at that after 7 minutes. By the time you get to 20 minutes, it'll be a bigger number of games. Hopefully that's all clear as mud. I know what I'm talking about. Microwave cup of tea. Who microwaves a cup of tea? Anybody doing that does need their hard drive checking, and probably shouldn't be allowed near a tea bag. So this game here looks tickety-boo. Yeah, you and your flipping fentanyl. Brain damage you are, son. Very impressed with your beer drinking the other day. I had a beer with look there, Stevie Elliott. See, he was waiting for odds to settle on the over 1.5 first half goals and got the second. There you go, up the barra. Lovely. Oh wait, I love the double babble, Steve. It's always nice. Always put a little smile on your face. Barnsley Exeter. So that was one of our games from the short list. That's had a first half goal by looks of. So that one will be expired to the dustbin. Had a beer with Sam on Wednesday. We had a little drink to say goodbye to Kerry. We can put it away. We can shoves it down his legs, the boy. He does come out with dribbling nonsense at the end of it, but he can certainly put his Guinness away. Or Leipzig Augsburg. If anybody was on the first half goal, there you are, you've got one now. So that bins the over 2.5. If you did do the over 2.5, the over 1.5 after 20 minutes, then you'll be able to green up in a minute. Or remove your liability. Alan Campbell, another one. See, just off the golf course. We've got people watching Lincoln. He's just off. We start at 2:15, Alan. Get your tea time at 8 o'clock in the morning. Round by 12. Job done. What have I missed? You missed a little bit of expert tea making at the start of the show. That's basically what you missed. And me having the piss taken out of me. Which is kind of normal. No, it's all undeserved. I don't take the piss out of anyone. I always just sit quietly and respectful. And I just cop a load of stick. All Dundee Motherwell. Snuck on the bottom of the screen there. Another one. See what I told you about Luton Reading? Look at the value. Look at the value. See sample size going up. Look. These I get excited with these. These I get whether there's a goal or not, they just excite me. Right, Burton Stevenage in a minute. I am going to start dripping in the first half over 1.5, and then I will cover the single goal at a price over 2. And you've got a full, you're going to go about 14-15 minutes. You've got a full half hour for a goal or 2. Stevenage, that might be my new team. Teddy Sheringham managed them. Should I take me out of it? You don't need to see me, do you? You don't like seeing me. There you go. You can take me out of it. Now I know I'm in the kitchen's a bit of a walkaway. Now I know you could hear me. I could actually just leave this up, and didn't matter where I was in the house. I could just be talking to you. Right, Barnsley, there's been an early goal. Take you off there. Flipping goal for Lincoln City. The things people put before flipping live trading. Unbelievable. Right, Burton Stevenage. Let me get excited about this game. Oh, why do you keep doing that? Burton. Burton. Search. First off 1.5. First off 0.5. Just fizzing back here. I just want to check the price of that Burton game, but I want to check the Scottish one as well. Dundee Motherwell wasn't odds on. Burton Stevenage wasn't odds on. It's good for the 2 ahead, and Dundee Motherwell good for 2 ahead. Luton Reading was odds on. Lovely. So Burton, I'm doing the over 1.5 first half goal, so I'm going to do a recover. Dundee, I'm going to keep an eye on, and Luton Reading, I will absolutely be chewing. If it stays 0-1, we'll be chewing on over 1.5 first half goals in about another 5 to 10 minutes. What other cup games have there been? Obviously with Spurs not in it, I've not paid much attention. I know Liverpool beat Wolves last night, didn't they? Obviously Arsenal have beat Mansfield. What was the final score in that? You thought it was pronounced St. Evenage. Well, that's because, as I said to you, you've got a bit of brain damage. It was 2-1, was it? Only 1-2. You only beat Mansfield 2-1. Did you play a weakened team? I guess you did. Trying to save yourself up for all these other games you got. What I will say, and that Van der Ven, it was a penalty, the Van der Ven one. Absolutely nailed on the Van der Ven tug. But how the Haaland one, which is exactly the same, is not given, that's what just drives people mad. Standard refereeing is fucking terrible, isn't it? Absolutely rubbish. Fairy tale this evening, beat Chelsea, isn't it? Suggsy took great pleasure in reminding me that we might be swapping places with the fairy tale, or we might be, we'll either be swapping places with them or playing them. Fairy tale, honestly. baby here. This baby here. Plymouth Doncaster was the shortlist first half goal. So whilst it's not value, I keep saying I probably should have talked about this for shortlist. Shortlist is completely unrelated to this. It's 100% game Plymouth Doncaster for a first half goal somewhere there. Plymouth Doncaster, if it gets to 0-0 and over 2.5 has been backed in, which it has. So all played at your own peril. If you wish to enter that, you do. I will be having a small little dabble that. I will be back. All of Sam's team getting pasted 2-0. Executor. All right, my lover. So dripped in over 1.5 first half goals here. I'll start covering 0.5 shortly. Just let that go up a few ticks. I'm waiting for this one to get up above 1.8, and it's going to be tremendous value, unbelievable value, incredible, and that will be lovely jubbly. And this Plymouth Doncaster is the 20 minutes AI list. I'll have a little tickle on that, and I'm just going to wait and see what this one does at the bottom, the old Scottish football. No team in Scotland is playing better than Motherwell. If Motherwell didn't wear that moody yellow kit, they'd probably be my Scottish team. Burton Albion. We used to have the mascot of Burton Albion, wasn't it? Well, he's still an FTS member. He's just not the mascot of Burton Albion anymore. I told that story on the podcast. He used to get called a paedophile. The guy who did the mascot job before him, it always cracks me up. The guy who did the mascot job before him got done for being I can't remember, it's like indecent images on his computer or something. Obviously, it was in the local news. FTS member Trevor, he got promoted up to be the mascot, and people still called him a pedo because they thought it was the old bloke. So he used to walk around the side of the pitch with people shouting pedo at him. In his Billy Brewster kit or whatever it was they wear. Alan, did you win the golf this morning, son? Was it worth it? Did you win missing the start of this? I hope it was worth it and that you won, son, after I got you that book last year. Oh, now he had a few little mental tweaks with his golf. Got him the inner game of golf. I think we help all sorts. It's close to giving the game up. He's found the secret now, though. He's found a little something that's working. Made a knockout final. I'll be up later in the year to give you a damn good thrashing, my friend. Tim Galway, yeah, that's it. Tim Galway, he done the inner game of golf and the inner game of tennis, didn't he? I had the inner game of golf when I was a kid. Look, Plymouth suspended on 20 minutes. Look at that, wankers. I've just keep an eye on that, thinking we'll mention that in a second, and then they go and suspend it now. It's gone. How's gone? Do not forget to like and subscribe. I've got 2 in. Carry on. I'll be getting brownie points. Oh, I don't know how to turn it off. That's the trouble. There we go. Right, Luton, Reading, Plymouth. I don't know what's happening. We'll wait and see if there is a goal and that comes back. Luton, Reading is getting into back over 1.5 first half goal territory, and Burton Albion, Stevenage is in was first half 1.5. Cover your bet. Doesn't look like there was a goal at Plymouth Doncaster. So Plymouth Doncaster is a shortlist, AI shortlist, drip back over 0.5 first half goals. That was a red card check at Plymouth, thank you. Red card check at Plymouth, yellow card was given. Doncaster have scored, so there we go. If you did get on, I didn't get on that because I was too busy fannying around talking to you lot and doing something else. But if you did get on at Plymouth, there's a goal. If anybody did, let me know, because you know what comes up. We get a little jiggery pokery. And you didn't have a long time from it unsuspending, to be fair. I was looking for the Luton market. That's what I was going to do. I was distracted with something. Luton Reading. Luton Reading, first half 1.5. So I'm on Luton Reading 1.5. I'm on Burton Stevenage 1.5 at 0-0. Look for a bit of cover. Plymouth have scored, if anybody did get on that. No value in any of those. I was looking at that Scottish game. Dundee Motherwell. Dundee Motherwell. Hold on a minute. Dundee Motherwell. I think it was on top. Dundee Motherwell. No, it wasn't on top. See, that's how I'm strict to the tick. See, it wasn't on top for me. Dundee Motherwell, there is value, but for me it would be 1.99 over 2.5, and it isn't. It was 2. It's only a tick, Ian. Yeah, that's all it takes. 1 tick is all it takes. 1 tick. What's going on here? Sociedad B versus Castellon. 6 minutes gone. Segunda, unheard of, 2-1. Sample size is 0, of course. What is happening there? 2nd minute, 5th minute. That was, I had over 2.5 on a bot for that as well. Nice. That is 2nd minute, 5th minute, 6th minute. Who asked me about development on this earlier? 1985 Teach. Is there anything you'd like to see? If there's anything anybody thinks that we should include or would like to include, shout me. I'm not doing, if anybody comes back going dangerous attacks and all that, you can poke it. I'm not doing all that nonsense. This is proper kit. Links to markets. Oh, so you click on it and it links to the market. Harry Monk, you've got one going there. Would it be? Yeah, that's one for the developers. That's one I'd have to. I get what you're saying. That's one I'll have to speak to the old dev team about. Yeah, I think the old. I like that idea. The old headmaster. He's not been in for a few weeks, has he? See, if he was here now, he'd have his head in his hands, going, "Here we go." But I like that idea. Click on the game, opens the market up straight away. We're bringing in data from Betfair anyway, because obviously the price is from Betfair. So you'd like to think it's not a massively busy, because if we're getting the stuff from Betfair anyway, all we need to do is attach the market ID to it. I hope he watches this, because he'll be going and listen to him. Not that hard. Can't be that hard, can it, Alistair? If you're lurking in the background somewhere, can't be hard, can it? Can we have it up for tomorrow? I like that idea. Yeah, not bad at all. And I use BetAngel anyway, so, but it would be, yeah, I get, but certainly for people on the move. Double click on a cell to record strike rate, which could be downloaded later, would be nice. Yeah, I think we're going to use, we've got that concept of collecting the data in mind. Yes, we will have, Damo. Gerald, we have got, I think we're more going to use AI to do it through the database, and then make it available. We've been discussing that for quite a while. It's just a massive amount of data. It's what do you put up? Because when everything's changing every minute across all the markets, so it's a slightly more complicated one than just having the market ID that we just click and it opens the market. You're running up to watch Tottenham Lincoln. Oh, there's a bit of value on a first half goal at Luton Reading. I want to get on the platform. Click it, like it. He will be. If he watches this back, Alistair. I've not committed to anything, Alistair. I just want it clear. I've not committed to anything. I've just said it's a good idea. Rose West. Jesus Christ. I've put an AI bot in the in-play Telegram room. It's called Rose, and all it does at the minute is like welcome people and tells you that there's PDFs you can download and watch videos, this, that, and the other. And it caused all sorts of confusion because Rose started putting things in there and people think Rose was a real person. And then somebody has just put Rose West. Unbelievable. 0-1 Wickham. Bolton losing. Even bigger gap, Martin. Just get your flipping League One to the Championship celebration started, son. Go and buy yourself a bottle of Moët tonight. Put your feet up, pop the cork, drown yourself in champers. Rose West, that's terrible, isn't it? I took him to a he's terrible. I took him to a NFL game, and we sat in hospitality, NFL Green Bay. I took Andy to treat Andy because he does so much work for the racing and that. And I took him, and Andy's a big Green Bay fan when they played New York Giants. We sat in hospitality, had lovely seats, and in front of us, I didn't realise there were going to be so many, just incredible amount of Americans there, but Green Bay fans in particular. It's like being at a Green Bay home game. We're just chatting to them and saying how great it was that they come over, and they said the atmosphere is amazing. They said this is, they said, not being funny, we're recreating a Green Bay home game in England. It's fantastic. Mark started talking to him about Fred West. Come over from Green Bay to watch the NFL at Tottenham Hotspur, and you get a flipping northern pie eater grilling you about Fred West. So we are all in. We need now a couple of goals, one at Burton at least. 2 would be lovely, 2 quick ones, bang bang, like the old Sociedad boys would be lovely. One for the future, maybe a custom sheet for the AI bets that feed through in the in-play tool tab, so you can keep the 2 strategy styles separate. Okay, drop me an email on what you think that would look like, Johnny. Only reason I say that is I'll probably forget, and then if I've got an email, I have a weekly meet-up with Alistair. No, I didn't get involved at Dundee. Nor it was 1 tick out. I would have got involved if it had been 1.99 this morning, but it was 2. And do feel free, anybody who's using the in-play tool, honestly, feel free to suggest anything. Nothing is too daft. Obviously, we can't do everything, but it's we're at that stage now where it's running, it's stable. We've got it for everything that we thought of, and we had beta testers who tried it. But if there's stuff now that we can do to enhance it and make it better that fits in with what we're trying to do, then do drop. Because no, we're not going to think of everything. That's why I asked for feedback on all stuff. We will, if it's viable and it makes sense to the people using it as a whole, then we would look to do it. Right, sit back. There's nothing there in late goals. No, might be late goal potential at. Does it work well on a phone? I think it does okay, yes. I don't use it much on my phone. I tend to use it more desktop, laptop. I have used it on an iPad, it's fine. Goal at Motherwell. Motherwell have scored. See, best they could tell you what, they could backdoor the league, you know. Motherwell. Just don't. Oh, it's Dundee who scored. It's Dundee. Oh, sorry, I thought you said Motherwell have scored. No, Motherwell have gone a goal down. If you were on Motherwell, fair play to you. But yeah, probably a question for other people who use it on their phone more. I know some people in the midweek EFL games were using it, so it's probably one better for them to answer. But yeah, I mean, I think it displays fine. You can turn your phone landscape. It's pretty good, or you can use your phone to access a VPS with it on, whatever. But I think it's okay. Little Luton equaliser. We've got a Luton FTS member. I think we've got a Reading FTS member, not one that I know of. Not a Luton one. We've got Plymouth, got Burton, got Dundee, we've got Motherwell, got Bolton, Blackpool, Wigan, Exeter. Don't know whether we got a Barnsley one. Must have a Barnsley one. We've got Sheffield United, we've got West Brom, we've definitely got Charlton, we've definitely got Blue Noses. So you can tell instantly when games are going to be value. This one here, look, this is going to be value. We'll stay on for this. It's 3 minutes in. Beautiful. I hasten to add, as I say every week, I'm not predicting there will be goals in these games. I'm saying if you make these bets hundreds of times where there is tremendous value, you will come out in front. If you're going to go out, judge the performance of it on whether there is a Luton goal or Reading goal, you'll probably never come out in front at anything. Other than premature ejaculation. Any value for Como and Cagliari? Hold on, you need me to clear the filters for that. Hold on a second. Como. There's value to lay the draw, but very small value to lay the draw. So those are playing. This will be my next game of interest down the bottom here, and then obviously these will move into the second half, and we can look at if there's any one and done opportunities. But it is just a little waiting game now, just a little sit around. Might go and make another cup of tea, take you all with me. Does the database shoot upload for the AI? Not at the moment, it doesn't know. It does it purely off XGs and goal times. That's why I said we will cross-reference it against in-play value over time. I mean, that AI selection list has only been going up for, I don't know, what's it been going up, 2 weeks? I only developed it in January. I think we started about the 13th of January actually getting the selections out of AI. That'll be the next phase of a lot of this. We'll be linking it into in-play prices. Not a lot of goals about again this weekend, is there, at the minute? When you look at that screen, 0-0 Charlton, 0-0 Sheffield United, 2-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. West Brom going down. They got masoned. He must be offering himself up for the old Spurs job, I'm sure. But he's been, I could come in and help out. Yeah, I like 2 goals, Sam, personally. So if it goes, what I tend to do with it, if I back over 2.5 is, obviously it goes 1-0, the price shortens up again, or we're going to equalise, the price shortens up again, and then I just sit on it, and if it gets back to my entry price, I can scratch it. If it goes 2-0, then I can take my liability off, or green. I tend to take the liability off if it goes 2-0 or 1-1 and leave it for the third one. Blackpool 1, Wigan 1. A little late flurry of League One EFL goals. Oh, suspended at Luton at Reading. I think we might have a goal there. I think we may have a little goal at Luton, Reading. I'll come back to you in a minute. Reading goal, 2-0 Reading. Is it a Luton goal? Is it a Reading goal? Luton goal, Reading nil. You give me faith, you give me faith, false info. It is 2-0 Reading. What did I tell you? They're my absolute, genuinely. I'm not. I think we had one last week. This week, that is, if you're on this tool, that is just amazing, strike rate, incredible, amazing strategy where you just sit and wait for games with early goal and then you get the value on that 1.5. It's almost a little wank fest. And it calls for one of these. Oh, is it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Unbelievable. I've got to take all that back. I wonder if I can go in and edit it live. Now I've got to put one of these up.
Your cabbage mate.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Yeah, rookie error. I just thought League One, that doesn't have VAR, does it? We were home and hosed. Visualite declared it. I'm blaming him. Cabbage alert. Rookie error. Got one for VAR, yeah. There's no VAR in that league, is there? That's just a standard offside for Wickham 2, Bolton 0. Mark, you'll be happy. Freiburg 2, Leverkusen 3. Genuinely making a mockery of that low XG there today. Germans have found, well, that German game has found the goals. Very disappointing that Bolton with a Luton ready. They've still got time to rectify themselves. But yeah, it was it was a premature declaration. Oh, there's been a suspension at Burton Albion though. Now is that one? See, I only get BetAngel and just see the market suspend, so I generally don't have any of the watching stuff that you lot have up. But St Evenage, look at that goal. Get in there. Get in there. Lovely. Beautiful. Get in there. A little bit of moonwalking. I'll tell you what, get another one. It will be the other kind, young John C. If there goes another one, goes in there. That is beautiful. So if anybody was on, I'm scared to press the button now. See, I've got to sit and wait. There's a goal. Do. I need people to confirm it. I need a confirmation from old. Yeah, it's all shut down on BetAngel. Money's in the kicker. Beautiful. There we go. Confirmed. Thank you, Ray. Get another one. Look out. Might see me ever. And Stevenage in the newsletter. Away win. Wigan away win. Chance to come back. Luton Reading, very disappointing. Perfectly good goal scored, chalked off. Well, I didn't buy the coat. The whole point of that conversation was that somebody gave it to me and I couldn't quite believe the coat. I mean, that's all that was. You made far too much of it because you'd had too much Guinness and you don't know how to behave yourself. Because if you remember, I had a couple of Guinness Zeros. When you have a couple of Guinness Zeros, you can see how silly people become drinking real Guinness. Just a nice little late one, a little really super late one at Burton or Luton. Either of them would be like little March Christmas presents. Yeah, you do have to take on the iron. You're all a bit anemic, aren't you? Games have we had join the party? Oh yeah, we got this one to keep an eye on as well. We'll let these get to half time and then we can move straight into Portugal. And we've got, and then we'll have the second halves to go up here. Need a goal at Luton and Sheffield United. We're looking like we're done at Luton. Looking like we're done there, unfortunately. I think we were robbed by that. Disallowed one. Whatever happened there. Martin, you got the moe open yet? Notice old Mark Manfield hasn't come in, has he? The old Cardiff boy, he's stayed out. Oh, Plymouth got a late one. That's what we want, one of them. Plymouth is up. Plymouth goal. Plymouth. Oh, Luton. Oh, if that holds, get in there, my little beauty. Hey up, look at that, see? You just love days like this. I just love football training. You got me all. Not like Burton hasn't gone in, but Luton has. Or if Burton get one now, you will see me fucking explode if Burton got one. Well, that's closed early, the Luton one. They've settled that. Job done. Look at this here. Look. 400 knickers. See, you don't need massive stakes to earn decent money. 400 little bills there. 170 at that other one. 170, 80, 90 at who had the goal just a minute ago? Burton. Flipping lovely. Don't need it all. You don't need all these big stakes. Sheffield United scored? Oh no, Visualite's waiting for a Sheffield United one. Right, hold on a minute. We didn't have the I didn't do the goals, did I? I've gone all of a ditherer. Share screen, window. Beautiful. Luton Reading. What did I tell you about those trades? Did I not tell you? I did a little speech, didn't I? Said if you've got the tool and you're not in those, then oh fuck me. Look at this. They just can't let it go, can they? They got to fucking tie everything back to fucking Plumstead and Woolwich, haven't they? I mean, he's in Wigan. A Wigan Arsenal, a Wigan Woolwich fan. WW. Wigan Woolwich. You've put me off my stride. Let's have this. See, you just chug along, pick up a few hundred here, a few hundred there, add it all up. Wigan Woolwich. Sheffield United still going for you, still going for you here, Damo. I just did the 1 goal on each one. Sheffield United. I just did the one goal on each wing. Good old see. I was reading down the things and then I was flipping Plumstead Woolwich knocked on there. What are my thoughts on backing home at Dundee? I don't have any thought. They're tremendous value, obviously. I don't know what price they were pre-kick-off. Motherwell, I'm not going to get involved. Motherwell have been the informed team in Scotland, but yeah, I mean on the sheet, on the numbers, they are tremendous value. This is all I will say. What calculator? You know, I've got several different stake sheets that run, all based on percentages, Sam. So that's what that was based on. Too long for me to explain, and I can't be bothered. I'll open up a whole new can of worms of explanation that I do not have time to go into on a Saturday afternoon. Look at this, boy. Look at this. There you go, Ray. I only joined today. Ray texted me this morning. He said, if I join today, will I get access? I said, if we can do it for you, we will. Job done. What a good boy. Good lad, Ray, as well. Always very polite. Always nice. Always texts me, says, does it in the right way. Unlike some of the bellends. Right, we're moving straight on into. Got to keep an eye down here now. Can't stop. Hang on, I need to go and check. Alverca was odds against. Just going to see if that trips into any value over the next 2-3 minutes. And then we'll move into the second half. And see, where's Martin gone? He's drowned himself in champagne. I've not heard from him. Someone check on him. The win over Cardiff's done him in. Dude, it's one thing I say it a lot, love about FTS. I just start looking at teams that I would never ever look at. I took an interest in Cardiff Luton at lunchtime because of Mark and Martin. It's not well, and the fact that we might be playing one of them next year, but I just wouldn't even look at it. But it's you're welcome, Ray. No, thank you. It's yeah, just amazing. He's drowned himself in champagne. He's gone. Sheffield United didn't come in for you, my friend. Sorry, Damo. 2-3 there, no value. Augsburg, some of you might be on the one. There he is. He's still just there. He's hanging in there. Right, so we're going to move into the second halves here. I just want to see if this tweaks to 5% value or not over by the 25th minute, which is basically got to get a little bit of a wriggle on in the next minute or so. Dutch Ersty, we'll uncheck that because I'd rather eat my own arm than bother with that. We don't need that at 2-2. That's never going to be materialising again. You little beauty, look at that, 45 plus 3. You gorgeous little baby. Be quiet. Let me sister in there when she is on winning money. She likes, oh, going up for dinner, shall we? No, we will not. Get yourself down flipping middles. then for seeing the old specialist Wednesday for the other hip, she'll be Meccano. Hopefully, I hope they can get her in. She's got a holiday booked to Bulgaria. Hold on. Do you want me to put this up? Oh, Sam's coming in with a. I mean, those of you saw him on the sports show, I'll leave you to your own opinions, but he's just put that up. Bective Abbey at 402 Hereford, if people fancy it, currently just odds on. Okay, son. He does do some horses, and they do okay, to be fair. I do see his horse sheet every day. I need to get one alone like, who's that twat that does the Man U stuff? See, I'm just not into all that, but get one of them like he has the set in the watching the Man U games. People, I mean, my head boils every time I talk about it or think about it, that you've got football on the telly and people would rather watch a fucking twat talk about it. But is it, what's his name? Goldbridge, is it Goldbridge, is that it? I need to get one of them set up so we can have racing up in the corner, have all the banners at the bottom. Need that sort of stuff. Sam, look into it. You're into all this sort of tech stuff. See if I can up my game. You turn into Goldbridge, I'm off. He's an absolute bellend. I got a mate of mine, a really good friend of mine, and I hadn't seen him for ages. I went to see him, I don't know, last September, and he used to be really engaging. This is a true story, and it just shows you what these devices and that done. He used to be a really engaging guy, sort of storytelling all the time, hard to shut up. And I went to see him in August, September. Sam and I went for a couple of days, and he just was sitting staring at his screen all the time. I said, will you put that down? And that's who he was watching. He's a Man U fan, and he's become absolutely addicted to watching that bloke on YouTube. And he just sits staring at his phone like non-stop, 50 odd years of age. It's pathetic. There is value at first half 0.5, 1.5 at Alverca. I'd play very, very small. We've obviously only got 18 minutes left, but if I couldn't put you off having just a little small dabble there if you wanted to. And you could do 1.5 and cover sort of half a small half point on each small half, or just do the one and done. And then we will get into the second halves here. But decent XG, backed in, decent value, but very small because obviously you've got like that Stevenage game. We had half hour for the goals. This is just sort of getting the time price balance. What name for a football club? Whenever I put it in there, I've just put it in about Angel now. AVS football, sad. It's like Trump talking, and it's sad in capital letters. AVS football, sad. Scala dee 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 dee. Da 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 da. And we'll go through the second half. And still here, Martin, still here. Nice weekend for me. Spurs aren't playing. Don't worry about it. Moriense. Yeah, a Moriense I bet was a one-tick wonder, and that's why it's not on my sheet. Yeah, because it was a one-tick wonder. See, Alverca, shift, Moriense, one-tick wonder. So that's why it's not on my sheet there, son. Doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just saying that, so I don't do. I've got the filter off the one-tick wonders. Yeah, one tick could be a fat finger though, couldn't it? Could be you with a fat finger moving it a tick. If you move it 2 ticks, you probably intended it. Is that horse run yet? I haven't put any money on it, but we can have that up in the corner, couldn't we? No team might call it something. We can have it up in the corner, couldn't we? Your 402, whatever it was called. Bective Abbey. Let's just have a look at the old. Let's get the old dog racing up on. Yeah, football. What is it? No, not football. See, automatically I go Betfair football, Betfair horse racing. I was a little 4-runner race. You said it got odds on. You went currently just odds on. It's in play. What did it go off at? I'm going to say it's like 2.3 now. It's off and running. Best of luck to you. Leipzig red form at home they were. See, drifted like a barge. Who's up north? I might be coming up north soon. Young Wigan Woolwich. I might be up north for Easter. Depending on Sam, I'll know more once we know on Wednesday about Sam's Zip. If she's having it done straight away, then I won't be up. But if they defer it till after she's been to Bulgaria, then I'll be up. You're still queuing up in those pubs in Wigan? Queuing up in a pub. Never seen anything like it. Who queues up in a boozer? Absolutely pathetic. You should have a rule. If a pub starts you where you have to join a queue to buy a beer, then they should literally just drop a drone on it. And then the only pubs left would be the ones where you don't have to queue up like an empty. Shut the gate behind. Don't want any more drifting up north. Flipping dearie me. We should blow it up at the Watford Gap, John, and let you all float away and join the Faroe Islands. And that's what we should do. Where you're queuing up in your pubs and your gravy on your chips. It would be the Swan and Railway, almost certainly, Jed, yes. Almost certainly that we would venture in there. I might be up for a few days. We might do 2. The one in, I will be stopping in Wigan for a bit if we do. So Swan and Railway would be absolutely certain. And that pub was all right that we went to in Manchester. That Wigan Woolwich found a decent pub there, actually. It was in amongst the old British National Front march or whatever at the time. Shut the gate. Shut the gate. We don't want any more drifting up. All right, Johnny. All right, son. Flipping dearie me. Don't miss an opportunity, do they? Don't miss an op. Kick a man when he's down, when he's hurting. I thought you Everton fans would have a bit more sympathy for us. Right, second half. So that seems to have gone quick. Second halves are getting underway. Good these afternoons, aren't they? Good fun. Keeps us all sane. Right, so we will be looking here to see if there's any nice opportunities opportunities. Not interested in Charlton Birmingham 1.6. Charlton have got no ability to score. Sheffield United West Brom 0-0. Barnsley Exeter might have single goal opportunities later on. As for Blackpool Wigan, Bolton, there's all potential value here in the second half. But we'll let it go for 5-10 minutes, and then we will start to make some moves. Let it settle down, let some goals go in. Do all the pubs in Wigan have you queue up now? Like every one of them? Do they like queue out the door on a busy night? Yeah, good manager, Moisey. And I never ever wanted Everton to go down. Everton are sort of one of the old faithfuls. The Howard Kendall team, particularly because they were challenging Liverpool, who I hated. Well, don't like. Hate's a strong word, isn't it? But they queue up and you're like, have a word, Jid. Flipping have a word. Where is it? It's just not a thing. Queuing in a pub's never been a thing. We managed to go for however long ale houses have been about 400 or 500 years without having a queue at a bar. So go up to the landlords and say, turn it in, stop doing it. That horse won, is it? It's still running on my phone. Ray, I'll be with you in a second. We're absolutely mesmerised by Bective Abbey. I'm just following it on. It's into 109, 108, 109, 107, 108, 108, 109. Or Leipzig have equalised. If anybody was on the 1131. Oh, drifting out again. 1.2. Air racing it. 104, 105. Oh, it looks like it's got it now. 101, nailed on. There you go. Yeah. Do you think that's how they should do it? That's how they should do it on the radio. We don't need the names. Just go pick one and just do the prices as we go through. Well done, Sam. Very brave of you there, because to be honest, you could have only looked like a complete and utter twat if it had lost. So fair play to you for coming on, putting the horse up, and it's won. You had very little, a bit like a betting market there. You had very little to gain on the positive side and a lot to lose on the negative side. People would have gone, who's that fucking idiot? Right, Ray, yes, filter. So all I've got here filtered is the true arrow. So basically when you can export from here. So here you could, if I hit custom for example, that filter is showing over 2.5 back to you greater than 0.75. Why greater than 0.75? Because it removes the one tick games. And then when you export those, so you can see it's ticked those, then when I export those, it just brings those ticks into this. And on here, I have to show those ticks. So you may not have had a chance to watch the video yet, but there's a video on all that, and there's slides on the website about it as well. This bit here, you've got a help section here that tells you some more different bits here that you can use to get started and how that works. Right, going to go back to one and done. Yeah, well done, Sam. No, fair play. Like, it was one of them things that some bloke came on, put horse up. Who does he think he is? Export, import. Let's get back to this. Right. Charlton Birmingham suspended. Looks like how long's left there? Looks like that's look at this price here, 86 now. That's completely one game out of 86 has had got 2 goals in Portugal in that game state from there. 1 out of 86. So we'll ignore Get rid of you. And you. Right, now we're set for the second halves. What's happening at Charlton at Brum? Another two teams we'll be playing next year. Or Charlton going down. Charlton, whenever I look at Charlton, it's a bit like the old Billy Connolly joke. Their score just always seems to be nil. I don't know where they are, how they're doing, but you just never see them with any goals. Championship, who's going down in the Championship? Oh, West Brom are really in trouble, aren't they? Jesus. Leicester as well. Sheffield Wednesday nailed on. Oxford was always going to be a struggle coming up, wasn't it? But big clubs down, ain't you? Blackburn, Leicester, West Brom. Portsmouth, Charlton, you think it's going to be one of them five? Norwich probably safe, Chris. Oh, I can hear her. She's at the microwave again. Warming up her cup of tea. Warming up her back pad. Right, let's get into these second halves. Let's just get to sort of 55, 60 minutes and see if there's any nice little value. And just little things like I prefer games that have had goals. So Charlton's 0-0, low XG. I prefer to be involved in games like this that are 1-1. Goals beget goals. So these are just little things I use to trim down, not getting involved too much. Norwich still have a chance. Yeah, I imagine it's all pretty congested, is it? I mean, next season, they're going down to 8. Couple of seasons' time, they'll get the playoffs for 17th, so don't worry. Well, they got 57. They're 12 points behind. I don't. I think you're dreaming a little bit, Chris. You've been on some of the stuff Sam Clay has. So looking at these as they settle down, it would be another trip to Burton and Stevenage. Blackpool, Wigan was looking, but maybe one and done. Just check the Blackpool knows odds against. The odds on ones were Bolton, Barnsley, forget Sociedad. Bolton and Barnsley were the two odds on games. Let's have a look here. So one and done's would be, Bolton would be a game we'd want to see some. The informed team this year. Only one team that hasn't won a game this year, I think, now in EFL football, and it's us. Or in English League football. We're fucking shit. We're fucking shit. So just working down these just to explain. Obviously, low value there, that's nearly done. Oh, goal at Chef now. Charlton Birmingham's disregarded for me. It's tremendous value, but the low XG and couple that up with no goals being scored, I'm more than happy to swerve it. There's just been a goal at Sheffield United. We'll see how that all resets over the next 5 minutes. Barnsley Exeter is not value for a goal at the minute. Blackpool Wigan is the game that is looking nice, sort of getting in 60, 65 minutes, 2 ahead, and then using the 2.5 as cover. Bolton Wickham, nothing in that. Burton Stevenage, looking at value again for maybe another visit in the second half. So I'm going to let these get to sort of 60 minutes and just these two here. Blackpool and Burton, and see where we go. Obviously others like that Sheffield game if it resets down over time, but it's not looking like it. We'll keep on eye on Bolton for a single goal later in the match if that gets value. I think they've had quite a few late goals, Bolton as well. They've been struck a few times at the death, much to the annoyance of our Wigan friend Freiburg. 3-3, look at that scene. Right, little flurry of goals from 34 minutes. Who's manager at Norwich now? Who took over? That's it, Clement. That's it. The guy who was at Rangers. I knew it was a name who'd like to think somewhere else. That's it. Rangers hoofed him out, didn't they? Hoofed him out, son. Boy was building an empire, and you just hoofed him. Didn't give him time. No joy in Portugal by looks of. I did say very small. Poor old Philip Clement, eh? Hoofed out. Was he hoofed out for Russell Martin as well? Flipping dearie me. As weird as the old Spurs Tudor appointment is now, Russell Martin to Rangers will rank up there as managerial gaffer my lifetime. Just see him walking in the interview, can't you? So, yeah, what did you do in your last job? Oh, I got 5 points at Southampton. 5 points, you say? You're the boy for us. In you come. Get yourself your red, white and blue tie on, son, and get in front of the camera. So off you go. No, I do not do any tennis trading. I have talked about this before. Why it's just too quick for me. I like this. I'm a patient, slow, sloth-like dinosaur. I like that. It's just too manic for me, tennis. I've got no real interest in it, which is another reason. But like, fucking hell, Pat, steady on, son. You are trying to give me flipping palpitations. No steady. I do football and golf. I'm very much a stick to what you know. I bet on the odd horse now and then, but that's not. I'll have a bit at Cheltenham this week, but I don't do any cricket, tennis. It is, yeah. I'm sure it's fantastic. Well, both those sports fantastic for training. I know people who do well at them, but tennis is just all too quick for me. I just haven't got the inclination to study it. I like this. I just like sitting, talking shite, waiting for the odd opportunity, and in you go. And talking of opportunities, right, this is developing into an opportunity here. Blackpool Wigan. Yeah, again, we'll be waiting to see when. Like, for me personally, I like the price to get to about 1.8. I'm still reeling from Pat's comment here. This is flipping got me on the wobble. If he didn't have a dog in his picture as his little profile, he'd be getting some verbal. But can you imagine? Fucking Russell Martin. It's completely thrown me, Pat. That has completely and utterly derailed me, I'm going to say. I'm back to where I did with the cup of tea earlier. Where was I going? Burton Stevenage. So Burton Stevenage, for me, I'm going to small drip over 2.5. I'll cover the 1.5 at 2+. We're going to get a decent run out of that. We're going to get a good 25 minutes out of that bet. And the other one that I was looking at, Sheffield United have scored. Now we'll keep an eye on that. I thought there was another one down here. Oh no, it was Bolton Wickham, wasn't it? But it's gone. There's no value there. Maybe Luton Reading late on. But I'm going to go back to this Burton game that we had a little bit of success in the first half, and just have a small talk. Yeah, it was the Blackpool Wigan game, but the value it might be a one and done game. So potential one and dones now. Sheffield United Blackpool and Luton late on, and I'm going to drip in this one 2 ahead. Thank you, Dean. So you weren't having people talking about you getting Russell Martin to put you off. My own fault. I bought up Russell Martin. I deserve everything I get. I need more people to chat so it disappears off the screen. It's giving me hives. Right, so Burton Stevenage, and I'll keep an eye on these one and dones. Blackpool Wigan, that looks an absolute beauty for a one and done, that game there. So, I mean, you can go in when you like, but I like it to get to 1 point, sort of 8 and upwards. Who would be worse for you, Martin? Fuck it, well, what? Haven't you got something better to do this afternoon? I just would. I think I think I would just drive to the Dartford Bridge and lob myself off, Pat. If I'm honest, I think that would be the only thing left. Southgate, I just would never ever set foot in the stadium while he was manager. I mean, I couldn't look myself in the face. Everybody's heard what I've said about him over the years. And Russell Martin. No, I just would. I'd support Lincoln for a couple of seasons. Well, it wouldn't be a couple of seasons; it'd be about 8 games, and then he'd be out again. Martin, what a choice that is. It's going to keep me awake tonight. Eh? Lying, dribbling, shaking on the pillow. I mean, there's absolutely fucking hell. You are on form today. You are, son. Christ Almighty. The you are triggering me. I'm really trying to concentrate as well. He's put, for those who aren't following the chat, he's put at least Martin has a track record in the Championship. No, it wasn't. Martin Southgate, yeah. I mean, Southgate, I couldn't rule out being, that's what I was going to say, I couldn't rule out being appointed. I couldn't say hand on heart they'd never appoint Gareth Southgate, because it wouldn't surprise me if they did. I can hand on heart rule out that they'll ever appoint. In fact, I could rule out, will anyone ever appoint Russell Martin again? And somebody might say he's a manager somewhere. Blackpool Wigan. There's been a goal. Morency, there's a goal. One tick wonders, Sam. One tick wonders. I need someone to tell me how to pronounce that team as well. That's one I've always struggled with. Morency. Right, Blackpool Wigan is getting near to the point of, if there hasn't been a goal, of one and done. Keeping an eye on Sheffield United, West Brom. We're on Burton Stevenage. This is the one that looks exciting. I mean, this is good value play when we went in. This is the one that looks exciting here. Blackpool Wigan, a local rivalry, little winner. Well, Bolton Wickham was showing potential earlier as well, but that's all evaporated now. Because I was talking about Bolton perhaps getting a late winner. Just had a fucking parcel delivery late. He's just lobbed it on the porch and beeped his horn. Unbelievable, Jeff. Wasn't busy. I'd go out and give him a ticking off. Oh, Dundee, look, see, I got that wrong. I thought Motherwell. Just as I big up a team, they fall apart. I said, Motherwell playing the best football up north. We could backdoor the league. They're 2-0 down to Dundee. Battle of the FTS boys. Right, Blackpool Wigan is getting to back chopped off. Is it chopped off at Dundee? Is it? Oh yeah, you're right. There you go, son. He's got his Scottish football on, see. Keeping his eye on his Rangers. Okay, but should have won the Old Firm, son. Slipped up. Value here, single goal at Blackpool. 22 minutes to go. Drip backing a late goal at Blackpool. So we need alert. 68% of games have gone on. That means 32% they haven't. All suspended at Stevenage, Burton as well. Don't know whether anything happened. No, nothing. Just a pointless suspension. And we'll keep an eye here as well on that one. So we might be one and done at Sheffield United as well. One and done Blackpool, one and done Sheffield United if we get there at 1.8 and above, and Burton Stevenage, small little dribble on that earlier on the 2.5 with a bit of 1.5 cover. If you're in that bet, you'll be getting to 1.5 cover time. It's just chopped over 2 now. 2.12 for the single goal at Burton. And I think those 3 bits of action are going to be it. So we will take them to the end if people don't mind sitting in. If you want me to piss off, just type in the chat, piss off here, and I'll go. And we can, and then you can all go and have your tea. And if you're having egg, chips and beans, make sure the beans are in a ramekin. If you're going to Nando's, make sure you have the chicken. Stop messing around with the silly burger stuff. Leave that to McDonald's and Five Guys. If you're going to Nando's, eat the chicken. If you're going to Zizzy's, pizza or pasta. I think I'm going to Zizzy's tomorrow. You need a goal at Sam needs a goal at Charlton. 1.61 XG. See what you're getting involved for. So going back to your point, Ray, what you could do, see, like here's a good example. So we've got that filter on, but I don't like these low XG games. So we can just go in here and add another one and go XG is greater than 2. And then those silly games like Charlton disappear. And then it just shortens your list, stops you getting distracted, stops you getting involved. I will bring it back just so that we can keep an eye on, because Sam's got interest. But it's just another way that you can control what you see, limit your getting involved for getting involved's sake. So easy to break rules in this. Oh, look, there's great value there. It's shit XG. Don't care that the other game, the 1.66 Freiburg game, was 3-3. Over time, low XG games are shite. All you need to do, for those of you on advanced, is filter your sheet and have a look, and you will see they are shite. Fixed odds, okay, son, let you off, we'll let you off, okay. Just keeping you in check. I know what you like, you get very excitable. Dundee Motherwell. What was I doing? Oh, that. Oh, goal at Charlton. There you go. I didn't see that. But there you go, got it. Charlton 1-0. Never been the same since they got rid of Kirbishley. Nice little round, Charlton. Used to go when Charlton were in the Premier League. Used to go to Charlton Spurs. Good man, Ray. Good man. Right. Now we're going to get into a little bit of late action golf fest. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my bones. We should bring back the singing to the pod. We haven't done a pod, been too busy. We'll be back on the pod train soon. I think we should bring back the singing to the old. Do a Saturday morning one. Saturday Serenade. What a great name. There you go. The Saturday Serenade. I could serenade some football tips out on a podcast on a Saturday morning. We've had 1 million listens on the podcast now. We've topped over 1 million listens. Incredible, isn't it? 1 million people listening to my old shit. Well, not 1 million people. 1 million, because some like Chris have listened twice. But incredible. Nice that somebody made reference to the nuts and bolts video this one as well. I forgot they were up there for you all free, see, on YouTube. We'll get better at that stuff over the next couple of years. All that content, getting it out properly, catalogue it in the right way, actually get a bit of structure to it. More than twice, good lad, Chris. You're my stalwart, son. Listeners include Chris Akabusi here. You liked that story the other day, didn't you? Fucking GB News. And it's Chris, K-R-I-S. Chris Akabusi. Damo's having a stroke. Dundee Motherwell suspended. What way's it gone, Jeff? No way. Just a pointless, a little bit of suspend monkey action. Waiting for the second half to come alive in League One. No second half goal, no second half goal, no second half goal, no second half goal. Oh, Barnsley have just Exeter got one back. You're back in it, Sammy. You're back in the game. Chances. The Bolton single goal value evaporated like a small espresso on a hot day. Sheffield United, I was just checking whether it was odds on pre-match or not, and it wasn't. Lincoln play Exeter Tuesday night at Exeter or at Lincoln? Spurs are on their way to Lincoln, yeah, at Exeter. Couple of trips for Lincoln, that isn't it? Cardiff away, then Exeter away. Let's see. If you like little they stay in the air, makes sense. Go from Cardiff straight down the old M5. Right, let's get some goal action to warm us up into tea time. Dinner time, tea time, whatever you lot call it, tea time, don't you, you Northerns? Dinner. We're going to go and have some dinner. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Be some second half value. I might leave you with that bit when we check out. See how these games go. We might leave you with a little bit of Portuguese check-out action to close the day. Let's let these little bit of second half action. Oh, Motherwell have got one. Here they come. Stevenage were away winning the newsletter. Wigan were away winning the newsletter. So if Wigan do get one, that'll be. Any value at Ipswich? Hold on a second, son. Let me clear the sheets. Ipswich, no. Only 4 out of 28 have seen a home win from that situation, Damo. Sea of horrible numbers. Motherwell dream alive. They could backdoor the title. I've just got a feeling Hearts are going to have a bit of a wobble somewhere. And it's which one of those below. I'm not saying they won't win it, but I think they're going to have a wobble somewhere, particularly when it gets to that split league business. And then it's a matter of which one of the ones below could take advantage. I did think it would be Rangers, but they've had a bit of a wobble. Giving up not winning that game last week was massive. Not sure the old hoopy ones are good enough this year. Motherwell have been playing fantastic. Imagine that. Imagine Motherwell winning the SPL. I mean, Hearts winning it would be amazing, but maybe if Motherwell stuck in there. Woolwich haven't, Woolwich will have their wobble, son. Don't worry, they're all getting very, very excited. I think they forget that we're just in March. There'll be a wobble, don't worry, son. The Woolwich wobble will appear. Do not have any fear about it. I just kept nice and quiet because all I'm doing is collecting, Damo. I've got gigabytes and gigabytes. I've had to get extra phones for storage. I've had to get extra phones for us to store it. And trust me, that will be beautiful. I will be cancelling everything I do in the summer. Dedicating July and August to the Woolwich wobble. Right, time you in. Boring old League One, isn't it, Martin? You'll have a bit more fun in the Championship. Luton snagged a draw, but these are all a bit dull. Scotland beat France, did they? 50-40. Not when you're on top, listen to him. Get in. West Brom equaliser. Done well, the Jocks, and they beat England, beat France. Can hear the kettle go. Might get a cup of tea. Right, come on, my little beauties. Let's just have a little bit of goal action. Yeah, but we're better at. Look at this. Look at this for the fine use of the English language. Seeing your Scottish football, something made me chuckle the other night, just while we're waiting for these goals or final whistles to go in. When I was driving to the train station for the Spurs game the other night, I don't know what radio station it is, but the radio's on in the car, and they had it's like a quiz thing, phone in, where a celebrity's been shopping, and they list the items that they bought, and from that people have to phone in and guess the celebrity. So I didn't catch everything that they said, but one of the whoever it was, whoever they were describing, he's been shopping and he's bought some Brasso was one of the items, and the old Scottish drink Iron Brew. So I thought, well, it's got to be somebody Scottish in it. I've no idea who it was, but I thought it's got to be somebody Scottish. Anyway, a woman phones in and, right, been shopping, this is what he bought. Who do you think? What do you think? And she said, David Dickinson. And the bloke went, why do you think it's David Dickinson? And she said, Brasso to clean the antiques, and iron brew for his skin colour. Oh, brilliant. Oh, imagine that. Imagine if you set a quiz up and go, yeah, we'll put iron brew down because he's a bit orange. What is iron brew? Nobody even knows what it is, do they? It's just a bright fluorescent orange mess. Oh, Dundee have got a winner. Dundee 2-1. Look, every time our big mother well up, they go and so Luton are 2-3 down. Yeah, 2-1 Dundee. And the old, unfortunately, guys, the second half goals in the League One, we are going to need a bit of a late show. Well, Bolton have got one back. I said Bolton like a late goal, didn't they? Wasn't any value. The value's evaporated, but I said they like a late one. Made from gutters, yeah, that's what they say. Iron brew made from gutters. No one knows what it is. They've managed to indoctrinate a whole nation. So I think it's the only country in the world where Coca-Cola isn't the number one soft drink that's sold. Every other country in the world, Coca-Cola, only one is Scotland, and that's the orange mess. And they've managed to indoctrinate, and no one knows what it's made of. The one I showed, like, yeah, all right, it's all right, my friend. We'll certainly be incorporating some more of the late goal stuff into this. It's everyone loves a late goal. AI signalling your late goals. I'm still on the iron brew spurge. My mate, who I said, the one who's addicted to that Goldbridge, he's Scottish, from Falkirk, Sportsman United, but he's from Falkirk, lives down in Devon. Strange old combo, isn't it? And he drinks gallons and gallons. I mean, he's big, gallons of iron brew, gallons of it. Well, team, disappointed in this late goal performance from League One. I hope Spurs don't go down another. I hope so. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Tony Only, nice shout. Yeah, his mother's side from up there. Yeah, there might be something in it. David Dickinson might have Scottish relatives. Just the way she said it. Yeah, iron brew for his skin colour. Best hangover, is it? I tend to find the best hangover cure ever is just to get straight back on it. Yeah, I hope Spurs don't go down to League One because it's really boring down there, isn't it? It's great value at Blackpool. I just had it in my bones there was going to be a goal there as well. I thought, well, there will be a little decider there. Wigan might nick it. Secure one for the newsletter. Old paedophiles at Burton. Nothing happening. I think this is on YouTube, marked as suitable for kids. Oh, Bolton suspended again. Don't tell me they've got an equaliser. They have been absolute masters at late goals this season. Incredible. They have, yeah. See, they've been incredible. They got some right out of jail, Bolton. Incredible late goals. Hoddle wants to run the ship alongside Robbie Keane. Yeah, I just don't know why Keane would leave Ferran Barros. He's doing well. Okay, he might do it in the summer, where if he knows when you know what league Spurs are playing in. But I just don't get why would you want to come to Spurs now and be the man who takes them down. I think even Spurs know what to do, to be honest. They'll stick with old Tenpole Tudor. Very dull. Oh, I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it. Any of this pissing, fannying around, we'd be straight into it. Imagine if they got a winner. Mark would be flipping apoplectic. He'd be having a coronary in the front row. Right, we'll take these games to full time. There's a bit of extra time at Blackpool, but it's all looking a little bit dull. Burton Stevenage, Carnet at Barn Door with a banjo. And once the final whistles have gone, we'll just do a little look at Alverca. I will leave you with that, and then you can go and have your dinner. Just waiting. It's just like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Charlton 1, Gun 1. I'm going to go, and I'll be having nightmares about Russell Martin and Gareth Southgate. Thank you, Pat. Well, what a disappointment, eh? What a disappointment these League One games are. You'll be better off out of it, Martin. Hello, I lost me. I've got two cameras, or one plugged into this, and it's overheated. I don't know whether you can even hear me still. It's overheated and cut off. I think that's good. I mean, we've been on here for nearly 3 hours, so it's just had a little. It came up with a little heat symbol. Can anybody hear me still, or not? Have I evaporated? Oh, right, lovely. Okay, I am here. I haven't gone anywhere. Unbelievable, Jeff. That Bolton, isn't it? That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. 2-0 down on 88 minutes. And they have gone and got the win. You know, a man who will, that will ruin it won't just ruin his Saturday, that will ruin his weekend. And in that, Burton Albion Stevenage has finished by the looks of it, 0-1. And it looks like Blackpool is just about to wrap up. Oh, sorry that they were a couple of damn squibs. Cabbage. Yeah, Blackpool has just suspended, so I'm assuming that is the end of the game. There is value in that Alverca game, which again would be a small drip of over 1.5 and then cover over 2.5, but that again would be small stakes there. So on that one. Other than that, we started off with the flipping tea shenanigans, ended with the camera shenanigans. No goals. Incredible performance at Bolton. Sorry there was no goals at Blackpool and Burton. I don't kick the ball. But yeah, there's a little play there if you wanted to have one. And I will be back next week. Thank you all so much for coming on, as always. And I will... I'll see you then. Take it easy.